Loneliness, heartbreak, and rejection are some of the most difficult emotions to live with, but sometimes life does not give you an option but to accept this reality and try and move on with your life. And that's where I come in. My name is Bongani. I am a published relationship author and coach, and I assist people like you to cope with the pain of having to separate from a relationship they had planned their whole lives around. Now, personally, I've had to walk away from someone I loved with all of my heart, which is why today I've dedicated my time and resources in assisting people like you to cope and deal with the very same emotions I've had to accept in my life. On the description, you'll find a link to our online course titled Heartbreak and Divorce Guide for Christians. We also offer a relationship coaching program titled When and How to Walk Away from a Relationship for those of you considering separating from your partners. Now, today we are going to be looking at the difference between loneliness and singleness. I honestly believe that a lot of people confuse the two. Being single does not automatically translate to being lonely. Singleness is a state to be desired by everyone, whether married or single. Loneliness is a state of mind to be avoided by every living human being. It can lead to depression, it can lead to anxiety. Singleness simply means that you are okay with being by yourself, that you do not necessarily need anyone to complete you. But loneliness is a state of mind where you are convinced that you have no one, that you are all alone. It literally leads to depression and to anxiety. Now, the question might be, what is depression? Depression is the inability to move on from your past. Your inability to move on from a past you cannot change will lead you to depression. Anxiety is a fear of facing the future. Why? Because you've got preconceived ideas of what the future might hold. Now, the reality is that at times life will force you to have to live alone. It can be because you are fed up with the relationship you are in or your partner's current treatment and now are forced to live a separate life from what you'd planned for the rest of your life. Sometimes your partner might fall in love with someone else or might get fed up with living with you and they file for divorce or they leave you. Either way, you'll have to learn to cope with the fact that you are now a single person. It does not automatically mean you are alone. Avoid convincing yourself that no one loves you, that no one wants you. Listen to me. You are wanted. Even if it's by your children, even if it's by your colleagues, even if it's by your friends, even if it is by strangers on the internet. But someone out there loves you. Someone out there wants to be with you. It may not be the person who has walked away from you or the person that you are walking away from because they did not value you. But the truth is, you are never lonely. You are never alone. You are single, but never alone. Now, being single, like I said, is a state to be desired by all. It is to be pursued by all of us. Why? Because if a person is comfortable in their singleness, they are not at risk of cheating on their partners. Why? Because they are okay with being by themselves, with themselves. But if you are in a relationship with a person who cannot be single, who's not comfortable being single, then you are at risk because that person might actually cheat on you when you don't give them the attention that they desire, the attention that they require. Why? because they need constant validation. That's why they cannot be by themselves. So avoid people who cannot be by themselves. Now, it is in your best interest to learn how to be by yourself so that you do not need or depend on anyone to complete you. A lot of people are stuck in relationships they would rather not be in, but because they fear being alone, they are still there. Do not allow yourself to be a part of that pandemic. It is literally a pandemic that needs serious attention. Someone somewhere needs to come with a solution for this. I hope going through the video today will assist you. Now, just a reminder, don't forget to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to share this video with a loved one or a friend who might need to hear the information. And also consider subscribing to our YouTube channel to help us grow. Now, like I said, all of us need to be comfortable with singleness, but all of us need to avoid loneliness because it will lead us to depression. It will lead us to anxiety. I need you to fall in love with being by yourself, even while you are married, even while you are in a relationship. Take yourself out on dates. Stop waiting for people to take you out. Stop waiting on people to validate you. You go to a shop to buy something that you like. You put it on, and then you must get other people's opinions on how you look. Listen to me. Constant validation is a drug. It is addictive. And when you cannot get it, you literally spiral out of control. So all I'm saying is be comfortable when people leave you. Why? Because at some point, people will leave you. It's either you will leave them or they will leave you. That's just life. That's one fact about life all of us have to accept. That at some point we will have to walk away from certain people, and at some point certain people will walk away from us, because that's just how life is. That's how we grow. You cannot escape that. You cannot avoid that. It is a reality that will catch up with you at some point in your life. So be okay with letting people go. Be okay with walking away from certain people. Why? Because the moment you rely on people to complete you, that's the moment people take advantage of you. That's the moment people start playing with your emotions. Why? Because they know that you need them more than they need you. So why would you want to be a burden to people? It is in your best interest to learn how to be okay with being by yourself. The sooner the better. And that is why I exist. I'm here to assist you. I'm here to help you. Especially those of you who are faced with this reality at this very moment and you are falling apart. Like I said, the link is in the description. Click the link to visit our online store so you can check out our online course, Heartbreak and Divorce Guide for Christians. It breaks my heart when Christians fall apart because of a divorce, because of a separation, because of rejection. Why would you fall apart when there's so much information out there to empower you? And one thing that I've also noted with Christians is that they don't realize that the Bible is a book of life. They go through the Bible on a daily basis, but they don't even realize the power that is in the Bible. They don't even realize the knowledge that is in the Bible. Listen, the Bible is an answer for every problem in your life. I guarantee you this. I guarantee you, I challenge you. On the comments, type a problem you believe that the Bible cannot address you with, and I will respond with a solution for you. There is a solution. You just don't know where to find it because you've never taken the time to search for it. One of my most favorite scriptures in the Bible is in the book of Hosea 4, chapter 6. Hosea 4, verse 6. It says, "My people are destroyed because they lack knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I will reject you as my priests. And because you have ignored my laws, I will ignore your children." That is the scripture I live by. I live by that scripture simply because I understand that ignorance is a choice. I understand that we are ignorant even though the information is available, but none of us take the time to seek the information. Now, the tricky part is that information will not come chasing you. You will have to open yourself up for information. You'll have to go seeking information. You know, one thing I've also realized is that Christians don't want to pay for anything. I've told you that there's a link in the description for an online course that can help you deal with the emotions that you are struggling to deal with today, that can equip you so that you can become the best version of yourself, be desirable for to your future partner. But you are not willing to pay for it. You know, it reminds me of the story of Jesus Christ. It reminds me of when the time his disciples asked him why he spoke in parables with the multitude. And he said, "The secret about the knowledge of the kingdom has been given to you, but not to them. They will hear, but they will not understand. They will see, but they will not comprehend." Why did he say that? He said that simply because the disciples sacrificed. They left their families to follow Christ. They left their businesses to follow Christ. Hence, he was able to explain even the parables to them. Why? They paid the price. You are not willing to pay the price, but you are dying. You are suffering. And just a few $100s can help you. In less than 2 weeks, you will be a completely new person. Like I said, take the time, sign up for the course. It will transform you. You will not recognize yourself. Your ex will not recognize you. Thank you so much for your time. Like I said, my name is Bongani. I am a published relationship author and coach, and I deal with people like you on a daily basis, going through the problems that you are facing all day, every day. It is my specialty. I guarantee you transformation if you can trust me with your time and your money. May God bless you. May God keep you. May God strengthen you. And don't forget to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to share the video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. God bless you. See you on the next video.